Alright, what's going on, guys? And today we're going to be doing a oil change in my 2009 Honda Civic Si. She just clocked over 53,000 miles today, and she still looks brand new. Alright, and going into the tools that we'll need for this project, we have our 5 quarts of 5W30. We're using royal purple because we use that in all of our vehicles, and we really like it. But the Civic takes 4.6 quarts, so we'll be using most of this. And then we're going to be using a Mobil 1 filter. Here is the part number. It's M1-110A. Then you'll need a 17 millimeter socket, a 19 millimeter socket to get the wheel off. And then I'll need my specialty tool to remove my special lugs. And then we need a oil filter wrench. And I have 2 different torque wrenches set up, one for the wheels and one for the oil drain bolt. The oil drain bolt is 30 foot-pounds, and the torque spec for the rim is 80 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we already started the car up, got it warm. So now we can go ahead and start jacking the car up and take the wheel off. So I'm going to start by just loosening the lugs, and then we can start pumping it up. Alright, now that we got the wheel off, we're going to go ahead and pop these 2 plastic pins. And that is going to give us more access to the oil filter after we drain the oil. So the oil filter is like right here, located right behind the wall here. So it's a little tricky to get to, but this makes it a lot easier getting that loose. So we're going to start by draining the oil, and then we'll put the drain bolt back in and then get the filter off. And just for reference, if you're on the right side of the car, you got your wheel off, the oil drain bolt is right there. So we're going to go ahead and take that bolt loose and then let it drain out, and then we'll torque that back to 30 foot-pounds. Alright, so we just got the oil drain bolt torqued back down to 30 foot-pounds after it drained out. Now we're just back on the passenger side of the engine, and you can see there is our oil filter. And I like to put a couple paper towels down over that boot to kind of feed the oil that's going to drain around the boot, so you don't get as much oil on the boot itself. Alright, so I got the old filter off, ready to put the new filter on. We went ahead and cleaned up a bunch. So now I'm just putting a little bit of oil on the O-ring seal and reinstalling it. With that plastic piece off, taking those 2 clips out, it definitely makes it a lot easier to get your hands in here and get her done. And then when putting on this new filter, you want to do it just hand tight. You use the wrench just to get the old one off, because a lot of times they'll be hard to get off. But with the new one, you just do good and tight with as much as you can with your hand, and it'll be fine. Alright, we got the hood popped. We're going to go ahead and take off the oil fill cap and start filling her up. And remember, it takes 4.6 quarts. Alright, now that we got the 4.6 quarts in the Civic, we can go ahead and start getting ready to start the engine. So we're going to put the tire back on, lower the jacks down so it's level. We'll start the engine, check the oil, and add it if we need it. But yeah, I just wanted to share how I changed the oil in my 2009 Honda Civic Si. This is standard for any Si from 06 to 2011. But appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.